Welcome to the 1204. Paternity fraud is very, very common in Nigeria, especially with the first child. I read something that said 1 in 3 fathers do not father their firstborn children. I definitely believe that. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss why paternity fraud is such a common thing in Nigeria, or with Nigerians, should I say. Let me explain how they find out. I do apologize, I do have a very nasty cold again. I always seem to get colds when I come off an aeroplane. So you have Nigerians who migrate to countries like America. And in America, they require for the Nigerian family to take a DNA test to make sure that that's their children and it's not a scam. Because we all know how Nigerians love to scam. And when they do the DNA test, that's when the father finds out that actually he is not the father of one of the children. And in some cases, at least 3 of the children. Say there's 4 children. He might only father one child. Majority of the time, it's the first child he is not the father to. And that is very, very common. Now, let me explain to you guys why it's common in Nigeria. I mean, apart from the fact that the Nigerian woman is the heart of Africa, but that's a separate video. With Nigerian women, let me tell you about the mentality of the Nigerian woman. Nigerian women, they have a policy, and that policy is single until married. I'm not joking. Nigerian women, and even Nigerian men, they have this policy where the woman is only single until she is married. Nigerian women who are not married, they are promiscuous. They are promiscuous in the sense of they are sleeping with multiple men. Because she is single until married. How many times have you guys heard that that woman over there, who's a Nigerian woman, she's in a relationship with Babatunde, and one day Babatunde tries to call her, she's not picking up the phone, and then Babatunde sees on someone's Instagram that she is now a married woman. That also happens a lot, and maybe that's also a separate video as well. So let me just stick to the topic. So you have a Nigerian woman who is sleeping with multiple men. So she'll have a boyfriend that everyone knows that that's her boyfriend. But because she's not married to him, she's also messing around with a married man. That happens a lot too. So let me give you the most common scenario, the most common case for paternity fraud. You have a girl called Funke. Do you know what? No, yeah, let me not say Funke because I don't want you Yorubas to think that I'm picking on Yoruba women. So let me give an Igbo name, Chioma. Because a lot of you Igbo chicks are a bunch of damn whores. Yes, I'm Igbo myself. So I know what I'm talking about. So here you have Chioma. Chioma is in a relationship with what's the Igbo name now? Give me an Igbo name. She's in a relationship with um Nandi. So Chioma is in a relationship with Nandi. Yeah. But Chioma, she's sleeping with the pastor. The pastor is a rich married man, old enough to be her dad. Shame on you. So she's in a relationship with Nandi, and she has five other guys who are pursuing her. I'm not joking. And she's having sex with Nandi. She's having sex with the with Pastor Babatunde. I'm sorry, but I have to use a Yoruba name for the pastor. She's having sex with a pastor who's a married man. And she's having sex with Nandi. But let's say um she gets pregnant. She gets pregnant, yeah, by the pastor. And what would happen is the pastor is not going to claim the child because the pastor is married. And that will bring shame onto his family that he had a baby outside. See, here's the thing: Nigerian women don't really mind their husbands cheating, but they will have a problem if they make a bastard child outside their marriage. As long as their cheating doesn't affect what happens in the house, then they're not too fussed about their husbands having a little girlfriend elsewhere. It only gets messy when the guy starts giving a woman money. So anyway, she gets pregnant by the pastor, and abortion is not a thing there. She, the pastor is not going to help her raise the baby. He's not going to leave his wife for her. He's not going to. He wants something to do with it. The pastor will tell her, "Look, listen, I'm not the father. You've been sleeping around. You can fuck off, basically." And Chioma is not going to be a single mother in Nigeria because this is not America. Yeah, it's very taboo to be a single mother out there in Nigeria. And no man in the right mind is going to go near you if you're a single mum. And she's not going to have the baby and dump the baby outside of a church or orphanage. So what does she do? She then has to um, pin the baby on somebody else. Now it could be Namdi, or it could be one of the five other guys that's pursuing her. And all she'll have to do is she'll find out that she's pregnant very early, then she'll sleep with one of the guys that's pursuing her. Now what she would do is now Namdi might not have the money like that. So there might be one of the other guys, the other guys, the other five guys who have one of them might have a lot of money. And what she would do is she already knows she's pregnant. She will go and sleep with that guy without a condom on and tell him, yeah, I am pregnant. You don't give me belly. I am pregnant. And then the guy will have to marry her because that's what they do in Nigeria. If a woman tells you she's pregnant, you have to marry her. So then she will marry this poor bloke, and um, they'll have the baby. He believes the baby's his, and because she's married to him, now she will be loyal to him in the sense of she won't sleep with another man because she's now a married woman. And then they'll have more children, three more children. And he only fathers the three children, not the first. And this is why you see a lot of these guys don't father their first child. It's very common for a man in Nigeria not to father the first child of a woman he's married and has had multiple children with. Doesn't father the first child. And this is why I think DNA testing should be a thing. Because here's the thing, a lot of these guys, they will go to their graves without even knowing that that's not even their child. Now, the only way he would know that is if they try to move to the United States of America and they have to do that DNA test before they enter the country or when they enter the country. And it's only then that it comes back that, well, actually, you only father three of the children. But unfortunately for these Nigerian men, they find out after 12 years or 10 years. And by that time, can you really walk away? Like, for example, right now, my nephew, if I found out that that wasn't my biological nephew, now I know that's not possible because he is the spit of my brother. But let's say if that wasn't, I wouldn't give a monkeys because I've bonded with him for 7 years. Now, this is a separate video altogether on that, yeah. I'll do again about can you walk away after finding out something like that. But there's a clear solution to this, yeah. These Nigerian women are a bunch of damn whores, and you should really, really be requesting DNA tests immediately. Now, I know it's very expensive in Nigeria now, but it'll give you peace of mind. And I won't be surprised if these women don't even have a clue who the father of the child is because of them sleeping around. Like, I never forget, I was over there. I was in Annambra, and I would have been about 28 at the time. I was chatting to this chick. Now, this chick she was very pretty and that. And I remember we didn't shag. We did not have sex. But I remember but we were very, very like, I mean, we did things in it, but we didn't go all the way. I mean, use your imagination, right? And then I went back to England, and on a WhatsApp, I thought to myself, you know, she looks a bit, you know what I mean, on the podgy side. And I just thought to myself, well, she's probably been eating too much fufu. Probably been eating too much pounded yam. And then someone said to me, nah, mate, yeah, she's pregnant. She's like the duff. She's got a bun in the oven. And I thought, wow. But now, I don't know this for a fact, but I honestly believe if I was shagging her, I honestly believe that she was pregnant when I was out there with her, but it was the very, very early stages. And I remember she badly wanted me to have sex with her. The reason why I didn't have sex with her was because she was telling me some nonsense about how she doesn't like condoms or something along those lines. And I thought to myself, well, if you don't like condoms, then I'm sorry, we cannot do anything. Because I will not go anywhere near a woman's vagina without a condom. So anyway, when I came back to London, I saw her picture and I thought, oh, okay, she was pregnant. But when I found out she was pregnant, because I thought that, you know what I mean? I just thought she just put on weight. But when I found out she was actually pregnant in those pictures, I thought to myself, well, she must have been pregnant when I was in Nigeria with her. And she was trying to have sex with me without a rubber. And I believe had I had sex with her, she would have told me, look, listen, this is your child. And if she had done that, but what she doesn't know is I would always get a DNA test, no matter who the person is. Now, unless that child is born and I see striking resemblance, I am going to get a DNA test. And I know women don't want DNA tested. Again, that's another video. I keep talking about other videos we're gonna make. But yeah, that's just me giving my thoughts on what do you call it? Paternity fraud in Nigeria. One more thing I'd like to add is these women have to do that. They have to, I mean, sometimes I don't think they even lie. I think they don't know sometimes because they're sleeping around. See, the Nigerian woman, yeah, her pussy is currency. So she will sleep with the teacher for grades. She will sleep with a pastor. She'll sleep with these fat old uncles for money. So that happens a lot where they are using their pussies to get by. And a lot of time they might not know who the child is. See, here's the thing: they might not know who the father of the child is, but she knows for a fact that the guy she's with isn't the father, and that's what makes it horrible. She doesn't know who the father is, but she knows who isn't the father. And I'll leave you guys with that. Peace.